And Tess, you're live from New York. It's Saturday night.
Apologies for the lateness. We had a customer that wanted to buy some comics and we couldn't tell them no.
We got yelled at by Tess for 3 minutes.
It's true.
It was horrible.
She killed us twice.
Twice. I thought it was 3 times.
Who can count in this economy?
And now I'm superior, Philip. Hey, it goes with Resurrection Man.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to UnPHILtered, where we're unfiltered.
Yeah, and we didn't get our shipment from Lunar until this afternoon, so we haven't read anything from DC or Image at all.
So we're going to make stuff up
We are.
because it's what we do.
The couple of books we read were really good, so we do have things to talk about, but
And the stuff we're going to make up is usually like things about Tess.
yeah.
Typically. And I'm leaving, so you get to say whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yep, she's leaving. She'll never know.
I'll
Ha,
never
ha,
know.
ha, ha.
Because I never go back and rewatch, so it's like
Do you ever go back and even read the stuff that I put about the show?
I do read it. I do read that. It's always a joy. I forget for a couple months and then I go back and I read all of them.
I only do it for me, but I laugh when I do it.
That's all
Well,
that
I mean,
matters.
that's how this all started. We just wanted to entertain us.
I was entertained.
So we're making it everybody else's problem.
That's
Yes.
correct. Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, well, now that Tess is gone,
Let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened.
I tell you what. What?
What? There's Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Pizza. Have you looked at the Deadpool Batman covers?
I have. There are a lot of them, an overwhelming amount.
I will get the Nightwing Laura Kinney.
So if you don't know, Batman and Deadpool are crossing over twice, and there's going to be a bunch of backup stories. The backup story I'm looking forward to the most, I think, is the Jeff the Landshark and Crypto team up.
That's going to be really good. That one I'm also looking forward to.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff coming.
And if you come in to get your DC Connect, you can get your KO
Brackets.
brackets. Look at that. You can follow along battle after battle. We were talking about this yesterday. I don't really care about this, but I don't care about it so much that I actually want to read it.
I think it's going to just be fun.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's
Yeah. Scott Snyder's having the best time of his life.
Yeah. And like I want to see how Superman's going to lose.
Yeah.
I can't
Like,
imagine.
is somebody going to beat him, or is he going to be put up against somebody like Harley and
Right.
just be like, you know what? I
Yeah.
concede.
Yeah,
You got it.
That's what I like. That's what I'm intrigued by, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, at the end of the day, you're not really going to stop him. But like, I can't imagine like Wonder Woman or Superman's going to win.
I can't either.
And then outside of that, like, those are the two that should win.
I think Nightwing wins because everybody concedes to him because they don't want to fight him. They'll just be like, I like you too much. I can't fight you.
I can't be Harley, though. Aquaman's going to win.
I would be so excited if Aquaman won. Oh my God.
He's going to take his power to talk to octopi. It's going to take over.
Octopoxin. Yeah, I would love if Aquaman won. That'd be amazing.
That'd be funny. But anyway, you should read. You should get that and read it.
I didn't see the official announcement, but apparently we're getting Absolute Zatanna.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Scott Snyder announced it. I don't know if that means he's writing it, but
I saw a different Absolute too. Was it like an Absolute Robin or something finally showing up? It was something
don't know.
weird. I don't know.
But Absolute Zatanna, depending on how they do it, it could be. I mean, if it's, I almost feel like it's going to be more like a John Constantine book.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it need to be?
Yeah.
Like, she would need to be a little
Yeah.
darker.
Just to fit that whole Absolute universe.
So I was looking at this and the new Wonder Woman issue in here for 27. So we just did 24.
24.
And so they're doing the Rat King, whatever.
Mouse Man.
Sure.
Mouse Man knows. Mice have ears.
It's so funny they brought somebody back from the 60s, an old Wonder Woman villain from the 60s. But anyway.
I thought it was a new villain. I didn't even know it was somebody from the past until I went looking on the internet.
But spoiler alert. I love the not the tagline, but what they're saying in Wonder Woman 27. It goes, after the shocking events of last issue, Wonder Woman leads the cats. And I'm like, wait.
All right.
I'm in. Mouse man knows.
Mice have ears.
That's so well done. You know, my favorite, because I'm always behind on books, but I love stories that have no words.
Yeah.
So the first story in Detective 1100,
God, it was so good.
if you haven't picked up Detective 1100, there's 4 stories in that book. Story 1 is excellent, and story 3 is also excellent. That's the Rucka story.
Yeah.
The other 2 are good. It's
yeah.
a Tamaki.
Overall, like, it was a phenomenal issue. I don't read a lot of anthology books anymore, but
I
that
love
one,
anthologies.
yeah,
but
that was really good.
yeah, the first story. Hey, Megan, how's it going?
Hello.
We haven't gotten to it yet. We've been talking about the DC Connect. We're going to hit number 1s.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But that was Detective 1100 that came out last week.
Yeah.
It's last week. So, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That first story.
Might have been week before last.
Yeah,
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I just got
Time
around.
has no meaning for
I
us.
just got around to reading it last week because I'm behind.
Yeah.
So we're not going to start off with a number 1 though.
We're gonna start off with a number 6
because Tess offed us today, and so we were resurrected, man. So anyway, we're showing this because it is the final issue of this Resurrection Man series, and I have not read this yet because I'm going to have to go home, sit in a corner, because it has been deep, but it has been really good. And the only thing that I think is hard about this series is I think some of the little nuances is going to be hard to follow if you haven't read the original Resurrection Man. Like, they give you the hints that you need to know, right? Like, they've given you enough of the backstory, but if you read the original series, it may hit a little different than this.
That's
but
understandable. I have not read the originals, even though Philip loaned me a run of it for like 2 years until I gave it back and was like, I'm sorry, I'm just never gonna read this.
I loved Resurrection Man.
Yeah.
But anyway, so 6 is out. Final finales.
The finale.
The finales. Now on to, well, we got a couple that's not number 1s, but they're important to talk about.
Yeah.
First up is Adventures of Superman, Book of L. And it is exactly what you would think. We're going to actually have some discussions about the L's. But it's like flashback type things. See, long from now.
Long from now. So that's flash forward?
Yeah, it's hard to know. But it's in the far future. A legend is born. So yes.
Okay.
So it's dealing with L's, but it's Superman's, I guess, legacies.
Maybe this is how they're gonna, like I said, our lunar shipment didn't get here until just a little while ago, so we haven't read any of these yet. But I'm kind of hoping that this is sort of a kickoff for a new era of Legion, maybe, since it's set in the future.
Maybe. Like,
so, I'm excited. It's probably one of the first things I'm going to read.
Because the Superman book is kind of tearing down the Legion.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure.
We're
getting that I'm reading.
We're getting the Dark Legion, Darkseid's version of the Legion. And I haven't read a lot of Legion stories, but the people that I know that love the Legion love the
Legion. Do really love the Legion.
Yeah.
A little too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
they're almost like K-pop Demon Hunter fans.
Stop. Leave me alone. It's not my fault. It's good. Go home tonight and watch it again. I'm going to keep it number 1 on Netflix.
Phoebe's helping.
That's my goal, man.
Phoebe's helping you.
So you know how every day, I know, off topic again. So you know how every day they change their number 1 movie and all that. So yesterday yesterday. Yesterday, K-pop Demon Hunters was #1 on Netflix, and the K-pop Demon Hunters sing along was #3. So I died laughing. But anyway, so this is kind of all tying in loosely to all the other Superman stuff going on.
Yeah, which I'm reading all of it and loving all of
like
it. so-
Superman Unlimited is giving you young Superboy stuff. This is going to give you some
Action's given us
or
Superboy.
action,
Superman
yeah,
Unlimited is
That's
Dan
yeah.
Slott doing one and done stories. Every issue is a complete story.
So it's but it's all, I think at the end it's all tying in because Superman is giving you the Dark Legion because the future has been destroyed.
Yep.
And we get Superman Prime.
The important
Superboy Prime.
The important thing, the most important thing about the Superman story with the Legion and the Dark Universe and all that is that we have finally seen Booster Gold again. That is all that matters. Booster Gold is back.
You just like the point when they actually said Booster Gold's like one of the most important here.
That's right. Booster Gold is the most important hero that nobody knows.
It's really Skeets. Skeets is really the most important.
I love Booster Gold. I have for a long time.
I know. That's right.
And there's a rumor that James Gunn might cast Chris Pratt to be Booster Gold. And I'm like, 10 years ago, I'd have loved that casting. I'm not sure about now. I kind of want an unknown to be Booster. But anyway, if we get Booster Gold on screen, I'm just going to be the happiest person ever.
So my question, once again, we're going to go here. Like after the Superman movie, and we've got, Peacemaker now, and then Supergirl coming up, and they're talking about this trilogy thing. And we got the Justice game.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to go Justice League International?
Yes.
Me too. That's what I'm thinking.
We got Max Lord. And he has said in an interview that this is the original Max Lord,
right,
from the Justice League International, where he's a rich guy who's a little shady, but like heart's in the right place kind of thing. Not the Wonder Woman had to snap his neck because he was mind controlling Superman. Not the evil Max Lord, the kind of shady Max Lord that we all love.
But isn't that where you would want to go as Justice League International? To me, just to me. I'm once again
absolutely
whatever he decides.
Give me Super Buddies.
Yeah, whatever he decides to do with all that. But like Justice League International seems to be the way to go.
So J.M. DeMatteis wrote that era of Justice League, and he also has written every good animated movie that DC's ever produced. Have him work on the script.
I mean, the script kind of writes itself. It can't be that hard.
We definitely need a Batman before we get this Justice League, so we can get that scene of him and Guy Gardner where he punches Guy out, and Guy's personality changes when he wakes up.
Well, I mean, you know that, like in the last interview that James Gunn did, the person asked him was the Brave and the Bold going to be the first appearance of Batman? And he goes, I wouldn't say that. And that's all he said. But he just looked at him and goes, I wouldn't say that. I'm like, okay.
Man, I am so excited for all of the nonsense, the possible nonsense. So excited.
All right. Anyway, who do you think would be a good casting for Batman?
It depends on
which one.
Do we want a young, just starting out Batman, or do we want a Batman that's established, that's been around for a while? Because I liked Batfleck, but that was like a guy that's been Batman for 20 years. So if you want somebody new, like if we're looking at like year 1, year 2, kind of the way they did the Batman, I would honestly love an unknown. To be put into that role, or somebody, a character actor of some kind. If you want to go with a Batman that's been doing this for a number of years, oh my God, dude from Supernatural, he's voiced Batman animated stuff. I can't remember his name right now. Dean from Supernatural. I think he would be a phenomenal Batman, but like a grizzled veteran Batman. Right. Who's been doing it for a while. Jensen Ackles. Thank you, Megan.
It's just going to depend on what you do with Brave and the Bold, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's really going to depend.
And like, in the comics, Bruce and Clark are about the same age.
Right.
But their dynamic, a lot of the times, is that Bruce is kind of the cranky old man
Right.
trying to tell this hyperactive boy
Right.
how to behave.
And
Whether
we've already established Superman's 30 in the movie.
yeah.
Like we were given an age. Don't even.
Yep. So he's been Superman for 3 years.
Right.
So if we get a 30-year-old Batman, I guess Jensen could play 30.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean it's
But-
Hollywood. They do that all the time.
But I don't know if Jensen would want to play 30.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
don't
I
know
mean?
either.
Like I think
Yeah.
at this point he would. Like I'm not saying he would want to play like much older, but like I
Mhm.
think he would. I think Jensen would rather probably play because they've talked to him about it. Like
Yeah,
they've
sure.
asked him questions.
Yeah,
In interviews. Not I'm
he's
not
been
saying-
talking for a decade
Yes.
about wanting to be Batman.
Yeah.
So
And I think he would like to do it, but I think he would want to be. But once again, it's what are you going to do? And that's really the answer for a lot of that, right? Like, what do you?
and I know they're doing like the Batman as an Elseworlds thing, but I think Pattinson would be a great pairing with this version of Superman.
Yeah,
I think he would be good. But
I think he was shortchanged.
I think
I
so,
feel
too.
like he was shortchanged.
I feel like they should absolutely now the stuff that I've seen from the like I finally watched Penguin, and it is just as good as everybody said it was.
Right.
I like at the end of the day, I don't care about what happens to him because he's a villain,
Right.
and everybody in the show is terrible. It's the Sopranos in the Batman universe. That literally what it is. So like it's very good, but I'll be honest, if it wasn't a comic book property, I would have given up after the second episode probably because it's not characters that I care about.
And that's what makes things hard.
Yeah,
So-
and the one character that I did care about, no spoilers, but at the end of the series, I was like, okay, well, that happened. So
But anyway, yeah. I mean, the Batman thing is going to be. I think the Batman thing is hard.
yeah.
But I mean, it's probably not hard for James Gunn because he knows what he's going to do.
My guess
right?
is he's already got an idea in his head
Yeah.
of what he wants.
I'm sure. Because like it's like they're not casting before they have what they want the story to be. So he's going to know what the story is, and then he'll
Yeah.
cast.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
know what project it was, but they got to like the fourth or fifth script, and he was like, "It's not working. It's canceled." And I don't know what movie it was, but he's already canceled something because the script isn't right,
Yeah.
and he's not going to put it on the schedule until the script's right.
Yeah, I can't remember what that was either, but that was in that interview that I saw
Yeah.
too of him. Is he actually somebody was mentioning some stuff, and he was like, "Yeah," he goes, "We just couldn't get anything to where we wanted, so we're not."
Yeah.
So he moved on.
I would be okay if he wanted to hire Guillermo del Toro to finally make that Justice League Dark movie.
I'd be okay.
That
Cavill was Batman. That would be hilarious.
I would love that.
Actually,
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
that would be amazing.
I would be okay with that. Mainly because I think he could do it, and it would just
100%.
irritate so many
The
people.
Snyder Bros would be so
Yes.
mad about it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's-
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
that would probably be the only way you could get me to go see a Batman movie in the theater. I would just support it just because. That would be awesome. I'm all for good casting that irritates people. I'm in. Like I'm just all in, right? Like
Yeah.
I just was like, okay. All right. Anyway,
Hey, a comic book.
hey, Amazing Spider-Man. We are at number 975, and we are now coming out twice a month, which means we are pushing hard for next year to be number 1,000.
Yep.
So we get a new Spider-Man in here.
Really?
Yeah, right there.
Like 1.5 new Spider-Man.
I mean, technically 3.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we have someone new in this red and blue costume, and we do find out who.
Yep.
If you read last issue,
And man, I did know who it was. I did call it, but the way they revealed it was excellent. Really well
and then
done.
we get this Spider-Man in this new skin suit. I gotta read it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it is really interesting.
It is very interesting
and,
what they're
yeah.
doing here, and I'll be honest with you, when I got this book, I immediately went home and read it because we got these Friday, so I picked mine up Sunday, I think. So I went home and read it immediately, and it is so worth it. Like, I am looking forward to these Spider-Mans, and there's 2 stories. It's a special story, so there's really 2 stories. There's technically 5, but the other ones are
backups that are
it's fine.
kind of fun, but not really that important.
Him putting food in his web shooter was funny.
Yeah, it was really funny.
That was a backup story of him and Ben Grimm. It's fine. But
Yes.
Yeah. But these are awesome. This book, I wasn't really sure what to expect once Kelly took over the ongoing, but I've enjoyed it. Like,
It's been really good. We were saying earlier, this is the most excited we've been to read Amazing Spider-Man in years.
So it is. I've enjoyed it. If you're wanting a good place to pick up Spider-Man, now's the time. They're doing something with Peter in here that I'm really enjoying, and I was telling Tommy earlier, I think my irritation is going to be they're going to wrap that up sooner than I want. Everyone else probably wants it wrapped up like next issue.
Yeah.
I
want it cool if it went on for like a year.
I want it wrapped up sometime next year.
Yeah. Let issue 1000 give us the finale of that story. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Yeah. Like, I'm literally okay with what they're doing. If it took a whole nother year or 25 issues, fine. You know what?
I want this to have the space to breathe that like Superior Spider-Man did.
I think I feel the same way. I think what they're doing here, and I think this is giving himself. So Peter's had a hard time if you have not been reading Spider-Man over the last year.
He died a whole lot recently.
Recently. And it was.
And then immediately got beat almost to death by someone else.
Yeah. So he was not in a very good place, which is fine, right? Like, Peter's allowed to get like, screw you guys, because you can only be crapped on so much.
Yeah, every once in a while he's got to be like, I need a timeout.
And so he kind of got a timeout, and I think there can be some cool stuff come out of it if the
way they've set it up with multiple characters doing things like around each other without really talking. Anyway, it's like hard to describe.
Yeah, you got to read it because, like, in this issue, Peter's not Spider-Man, just flat out. That he hasn't been Spider-Man in a couple of issues because of getting the crap beat out of him. But the person who is Spider-Man, I'm like, well, crap, I want to see this.
Yeah,
like, I haven't, like it. I don't know. The Superior Spider-Man thing has got me where I'm thinking anything can work.
Yeah. Because I mean, honestly, we're gonna kill Peter and then let Doc Ock be Spider-Man. Who thought that was going to work?
Dan Slott.
And
it worked. And in this one here, though, we're not killing Peter. We're having him do something else.
Yeah.
Which, for me, that's what I want to see.
And it's one of those things.
I know it's very hard, but I don't want to spoil anything because if you're reading it, I do not want to spoil it. But it was so good.
And they've brought in some other characters that we haven't seen in a while. And the last few times we've seen them, they've sort of not done the character very much good. The characters have been kind of maligned for a while.
Yeah.
And they brought them in and given them a whole new dynamic. They haven't changed their personalities. They still are who they are.
They haven't changed their personality at all.
But what they're doing is like a different take on them. And I think there's so much space for storytelling that I really want them to take their time with it.
I know all that's been vague, but I just cannot
look. Leapfrog and Rocket Racer are the new Spider-Man.
Next week we may just flat out tell you everything on 975. Because we actually want to talk about it, but if you're reading it, you got a week. They're warning you. Got a week. All right. Next up, I haven't read this yet, but it's Doctor Strange number 450.
That's a lot of issues.
And I picked it up because there's a magic story in it. See,
Well,
Doctor
yeah,
Strange
Doctor
magic.
Strange does a lot of magic.
Well, it's X-Men magic.
Oh.
New Mutants magic.
So a thing while I've been in the back organizing all these books, a thing that I've noticed is that like I'll have a run, and I noticed this with Iron Man, or have a series of Iron Man, and they have the legacy numbering on it, and then I get to the next series of Iron Man, and it's from like a year or two later, and it's got the same legacy numbering. So I'm not even sure if this is number 450.
They make
No
up stuff.
idea. No idea. I got so confused sorting the Iron Man. I had to go to the barcode and check all the barcodes to figure out which one was which because they had the same legacy
Yeah,
number.
their legacy numbering got off on a few books, and
Oh.
then if I remember correctly, like I don't even think Amazing Spider-Man 975 is correct. I think they wanted to get to 900, if I remember correctly. So they counted they counted some of the miniseries, but not all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, comic books.
They don't even tell you what volume they are anymore in here, I don't think.
No, they don't. Absolutely not.
We don't care.
No. And I've been using what have I been using? mycomicshop.com as a cheat sheet to figure out because they've got them by chronological order in there. And it used to be like first series, second series, third series, and now it's just the year. They've given up on the series and they're just like, okay, Iron Man 2024.
And this is just an anthology. It's an anthology one shot that they just made 450 because the next book is Doctor Strange #1. It's the Sorcerer Supreme of Asgard.
Yeah.
So they don't care.
My guess is, and I haven't looked to see, but my guess is that #1 will have the legacy numbering of 451 on it. I would hope.
Sure. You know what? Let's go with that.
Yeah. If not, I've got a Sharpie. I can fix it up for you. Anybody who wants me to.
We'll sit here at the counter. 451. Hey, it's a new Jeff
It's
#1. So
were these the digital?
So this was the next set of printed versions of the digital comic.
Yeah.
So the other Jeff's was new for
Mhm.
the comic, but they've been reprinting these for a while, and this is the next set.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty good.
They're so cute and
Yeah.
so fun.
And we get the cats in this one too.
Oh,
So
the
it's not
Furkin?
just Jet yet. Well, no,
I
it's
haven't read it yet.
the Marvel Meows.
Oh,
So we get the Marvel Meows in this too. Remember the little book
Yep,
that they did?
yep.
So we get another set of the Meows in here too.
Adorable.
So this is always good. You should always pick this up.
Jeff is so cute. I'm gonna throw this out there. This is the tiniest amount of a spoiler. At the end of the Peter Parker part of the story in Amazing Spider-Man, we get some sort of a symbiote. It's a little tiny, adorable Venom thing that looks like a puppy. It's so cute. It's ridiculous. Anyway.
So the Marvel Meows it's basically the superheroes' cats is what they did. So they did it was a couple of years ago they started doing the Marvel Meows on the Unlimited site. And along with Jeff, it's one of their few things. And then they kind of set that up. So it's different stories dealing with the Marvel cats. So Mysterio versus another cat. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff. And like it's the Flurkin for Captain Marvel, and Black Cat's got her cats, and
the book is actually
Sabretooth
actually titled "It's Jeff and Other Marvel Tales."
Yeah.
With Tales spelled with TAILS because it's cute that way.
And I think there's a Marvel Meow with a turtle.
Oh, there is
With Sinister. It's like
Sinister
I don't
Turtles.
know. I enjoy it. It is. Yep. So if you want the Marvel, it's in the Jeff #1
It's
comes out
Jeff.
tomorrow, and other Marvel tales. See this. All right, the book that everyone asked for, Spider-Man 94. Okay, that's all I
That
got.
cartoon ended on a cliffhanger, and they finally are going to resolve it. That's what matters. Yeah.
and it is DeMatteis that's writing it. So
Yeah, well,
I mean-
James DeMatteis, man, he's one of the best writers in the history of Spider-Man and Justice League and whatever else he happened to be writing at the time.
And they let them still keep their outfits from the animated series. They hadn't changed them. Mary Jane's still in that yellow.
Oh
They,
man.
they hadn't changed a single costume from it. They're all still wearing. Peter's still wearing that shirt.
Oh yep. Yeah. So
Hey, it's
anyway,
King.
if you're a fan of the animated series from the '90s, this picks up right after the end of the series. It's I think it's a mini series.
Yeah, at the end, it's amazing.
If it does well, I'm sure they'll do more. The X-Men '97 reboot animated series gave us a limited comic series that did fairly well, and I think this is them experimenting to see if there's enough nostalgia
For Spider-Man.
for Spider, like there was for X-Men. I'm kind of surprised after the success of X-Men '97 that they didn't do just another animated series to follow up. But
yeah,
what do I know?
But I will say, like, I watched this Spider-Man, but like it's not the best.
Yeah,
Like there was many other Spider-Mans that came after this that was way better.
Yeah,
but that's all I had, right?
Yeah, I remember watching this when it was on, and like I have not rewatched it since it was originally on.
I take that back. A few months ago, I decided to watch an episode on Disney Plus of 67.
Oh.
And then I watched an episode of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have Spider-Woman on there too. So I watched an episode of Spider-Woman. DC does such a better job at their animated stuff. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I was like,
yeah, I agree, Brian. That's kind of was my memory of it too. I haven't, like I said, I haven't rewatched it since it was on, but I remember loving it and then being like,
I loved.
I had all the action figures. Like I really loved that cartoon when it came on.
I had every action figure up until Series 11. Wow. Series 11 is what got me out of collecting action figures. Because Series 11, there was the one episode with Captain America. And that's when Toys R Us, the people there, started selling cases of toys out the back door. And so and it was Captain America was one per case. And I never got it. And I basically quit collecting toys. I know my life's hard. I get it.
Once it becomes a chore.
Yes.
It's like, this isn't fun anymore.
I'm 100%. You know me. I'm 100% once it becomes a chore. I am out. I am.
Well, Spider-Woman, I don't think was really all that well written to begin with. I vaguely remember it. I've only seen a couple episodes.
No, it was not written.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I think they were just trying to cash in on Spider-Man's popularity.
But it was not. It did not hold up.
It was no Madam Web, but
that's a whole different conversation. Anyway, next up is a new Star Trek #1, Star Trek Voyager Homecoming. So if anyone likes Star Trek
or voyaging,
this series actually takes place 25-30 minutes after the end of season 7. Like it is like right there. This isn't a year or two later or a week or two later. The poor kids hadn't even gotten off of Voyager from being lost in the Delta Quadrant for 7 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, just tell you so you know, someone hijacks Voyager. It's not a good scene. Poor kids. They just want to go home, man. I'm stuck in the Delta Quadrant. But we were talking a little bit about this. If you watched any of this, this book actually has really good potential where they're going because it takes place right after that. And so, like, I'm curious, like, do they write how people thought about 7 of 9?
Right.
Because of the Borg showing up on the ship, right?
Yeah. And I haven't finished watching Voyager, so I don't know what she was like at the end of Voyager, but I imagine she's still pretty Borgish.
Yeah. I mean, she was.
Yeah.
Like she was a little bit better, but like she to the rest of the Federation, she's still a Borg.
Yeah. Right. And they're terrifying.
So anyway, that's out. I have not read this at all, but it's a new #1. Han Solo, Hunt for the Falcon. So I'm assuming
this takes place somewhere between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens. Like I don't know if we ever found out why the Falcon was on Jakku. Maybe this is going to be the story. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's really weird to see an old Harrison Ford in here.
Yeah.
Like, they did a good job.
Yeah, he does look just like Harrison Ford.
Yeah, they did a good job with the art in here. Like, it is definitely.
He looks like a cranky old man.
He does.
He's just there to get a paycheck.
He does. I watched an interview with Harrison Ford the other day.
Was this from Captain America?
Yes. Did you watch
I
it?
saw it, yeah. Where she was like, did you ever feel silly doing, working with green screen? And he's like, that's what the check was for.
I died laughing.
Yeah.
Like, he has no shame now. He's become better.
Yeah.
He's become better. He's still bitter about everything, but man, is he so much better.
I think working on Shrinking, which is a show he's doing on Apple TV.
Yeah.
He's so good in that. And I think that the cast of it is so funny that he's just really enjoying this era of his career.
Yeah. Let me tell you his secret. That's what the check is for. It's like, dang, man. It was funny.
I'll feel silly all day long with that many zeros on that check. Whatever.
Sure. Just do it for the money. Okay, next up. We waited until almost near the end. Batman #1 comes out tomorrow. We get a new bat suit, a new car. We get the gambit in this, and these are going to be one-off stories, and so they're like one and dones.
And it's written by Matt Fraction, who I'm a big fan of.
Yep.
George Jimenez, who's been drawing Batman for a while, is continuing to draw it. But I have to say, I think this issue might be his best issue of Batman he's ever done.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. I'm very excited for Fraction's take on the character. They sent me a PDF of this 2 months ago, so it's been a while since I read it. But there's some really cool interactions in here with Killer Croc that's very different than what we normally see.
He's got new technologies.
Remember when after Tony Stark died and Riri's AI was Tony? Well, now Batman has an AI and it's Alfred. So for those of us who really miss Alfred, he's back.
He's back
in POG form. I mean, AI form.
I'm a slammer.
But I quite enjoyed this, and I haven't really been reading Batman regularly in a long time, but I'm excited to read this iteration of Batman.
Yeah.
I love the new costume. We're back in the gray from the 70s.
And I'm looking forward to this because they're actually my favorite Batman is a detective, which is why Batman Dark Patterns has been my favorite Batman in a long time. And we're going to kind of get a lot of that back in here too, where Batman is a detective. And it's, like I said, it's one-off stories. You don't have to, it's not going to be a 6-issue story and all that stuff. Now, I'm assuming with Matt Fraction, if you read his entire run, there's going to be some mysterious story in the background.
I'm positive. Yeah, 100%.
that you'll catch if you read everything. But if you don't, it's fine. But I'm actually excited for a Batman book.
So the most important part of this book is that from everything that I've read, there's going to be a lot of Tim Drake in it. Finally.
Fine. Yeah.
Like Tim is my favorite Robin. I love Nightwing.
Yes.
I love Nightwing. Yeah. But Tim to me is just I don't know.
He's the best Robin.
He is the best Robin. He is a Batman level detective at like 15. And has only gotten better. So I'm very excited to see what Matt Fraction does with Tim.
So one of the things that I've noticed lately is that I'm watching a bunch of people on TikTok doing like comic hauls and stuff. Mm-hmm. And what I've noticed is that a lot of them that I'm seeing is actually young women.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
And I was sitting there going, this was an interesting concept of, because I will say that a lot of it is they're picking up Nightwing or they're picking up things. And I would like to have a conversation with these people because I'm really curious. And then I watched someone this morning and it clicked. And I'm like, oh. So what we're seeing is we're seeing an influx of young ladies that grew up watching Teen Titans. And now that they've gotten old enough to
That's
have
really
their
cool.
own money,
Yeah, that's
they're
awesome.
buying comics. And what triggered it was they started having a conversation about who in the hell does Barbara think she is? Nightwing is Starfire's man. And I'm like, got it.
Yeah,
So they grew up watching the animated Teen Titans.
that's funny.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there going, got it. And then I went back and watched a few and I'm like, that's it. It's those early animated shows that the young women were watching, and now that they've gotten older and can buy comics, that's what they're getting in. I'm like, this is excellent. I didn't see it coming.
Well, that's an interesting theory, but I think they're reading Nightwing for the same reason I am. It's because he has the best butt in all of comics.
I'm not saying that they're not reading it for that. I'm just saying that what got them to go into a shop for that was this. I'm just saying. Y'all can have Nightwing. It's fine. Who doesn't like Nightwing? Anyway, so back to Batman #1. We have blind bags.
Yes.
And
we don't know what's in them.
We have no idea. It's a different cover. There's many different covers, many different flavors.
I don't know if there's any scratch and sniff ones, but
I don't
you
know.
know.
But
you never know.
It is the blind as a bat polybag special edition. So we don't know what cover is going to be in it or anything like that. There'll be a handful of these at here and other local comic shops. Yep. So anyway, wanted to point that out. So all right, and then finally, we don't do many distillery books, but we're going to do the White House Robot Romance. So yes, these two robots fall in love. So the way I describe this book is this. So Chip Zdarsky is Canadian. So the way that I read this book, and I'm sure this is what he was after.
100% what he said this book was about.
So basically, this is Chip Zdarsky's love letter to Trump's idea of attacking Canada and taking over Canada. This is what this is Zdarsky's answer.
Show
to
the
this.
back cover. It's a maple leaf.
So this is Zdarsky's love letter to that.
Oh man, yeah. When I read this months ago, because of all the chaos and distribution, this book was supposed to come out like 2 months ago, maybe even 3 months ago. Because when
it's good, it's Zdarsky.
In February in Comics Pro, this is what Chip was there to like show off. So like this has been ready for consumption for a long time. I've been very excited about it. It is like it's a murder mystery, sure, but man, is it fun. It is. The robots are adorable.
Yeah. And like it's the Canadian Liberation Front.
Yeah.
Oh, it's completely Zdarsky insane. Like it is.
It's his best kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
That like has something to say, but if you're not paying attention, you just think you're reading a fun, weird book.
Yes. Zdarsky's saying something, but like, you can read it and not even get that.
Yeah. You can ignore the subtext and just enjoy the robots.
It's pretty funny. It is pretty funny.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that book.
Keep carrying around my quail egg. I have a quail egg. You can get quail eggs at Costco if you want a quail egg. All right. Before we go, because it's about time. Hey, look, local comic shop day is 3.5 weeks away now.
Yes.
So, and Tommy will be at Virginia Comic Con. Are you still going to be
Saturday? I will be at the Virginia Comic Con with Nick Justice, who is the artist who did our print. We will have a version of the print on display there. The print will be available to buy at all 4 shops on local comic shop day. but we'll be out there with the flyer and we'll be giving out some stickers, and Nick will be there to talk about, whatever we want to talk about. If you want to know the process that we went through to come up with the print, I should have the finished version of it on Saturday to show off to everybody. I'm very excited about it. The print looks amazing. I'm trying to think if there's something else I needed to say, but I don't think there is. Local Comic Shop Day. It's Saturday, September 27th. It'll be all over town. One of the things about our local Comic Shop Day here at Richmond Comix is around 3:00. Our good friends and famous cartoonists, Jamie Cosley and Art Baltazar, will be here. Now, Art and Jamie do a book together every year. They have a thing they're doing in Mechanicsville earlier in the day, and then they will be over here around 3:00. Now, the Wednesday after this, Art's got a new Dr. Seuss book coming out. And I worked with the folks at Penguin Random House, and we will have copies of Art's new Dr. Seuss story on hand free on Local Comic Shop Day. Local.
Nothing free.
Nothing free. Local Comic Shop Day. We will have copies of the book that you can buy and get signed, or, Art might be willing to doodle in it. I don't know. But
Art doodles a lot.
He does doodle a lot. So, anyway, that's a little extra something that we didn't know was going to happen. It just kismet. It was very fortuitous that Art was going to be in town that weekend, and that Penguin is nice enough to ship us these books a little bit early. Now, we can sell them on Saturday during the event, and then we can't sell them again until they actually come out on Wednesday.
Oh,
yeah, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm very excited. We had Art here last year, the day before Local Comic Shop Day. He's super nice. He and Franco have done a bunch of books together. He and Jamie have done a bunch of books together. Yep. I'm very excited. We'll do our normal thing. We'll have a ton of artists and local vendors. Canada Dry is coming back to sponsor us, give out drinks.
Oh, Snapple.
I will have a ridiculous amount of boxes of dollar books that we will be setting outside for the event. So if you're the type of person that likes to dig through dollar books, I will have a ton of them on hand.
How many?
A ton.
Is that larger than a buttload?
It is.
Okay.
Well, there's a word that goes before the ton, but I'm not going to say it. I might upset any dogs that are listening.
Yeah, don't get us kicked off the air.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for hanging out for an extra few minutes. We will be back next Tuesday to talk about other things.
Yeah, I'm sure. And Spider-Man.
And maybe we'll talk comics again. Who knows? I'm sure we got more movie things to talk about too. And Local Comic Shop Day. All right, everyone. Y'all have a good night. Have a good week. And we will see y'all later.
Thanks for listening to us talk nonsense again.
Bye. Oh, no. It's another end.